Hey everyone, I'm going to try this. I'm going to record my cell phone and see how it works when I post it for you guys. So I am starting off on page 9 of your packet, binomial multiplication. So binomial multiplication is a binomial times a binomial. To remember it, we remember the word FOIL. First, outer, inner, last. And that's exactly what we do. We multiply the first terms, the outer terms, the inner terms, and then the last terms. So let's give it a shot. Some people call it double distribution. Same thing. So x times x, our first term times our first term. Then our outer term times our outer term. Then our inner term times our inner term. And then our last term times our last term. So the multiplication is done. We look to see if we can simplify. I can combine like terms here. So negative 6x plus 3x is a negative 3x. So my answer is x squared minus 3x minus 18. And we're done. Let's try another example. First, 2x times x is 2x squared. Outers, 2x times negative 6 is a negative 12x. 3 times x, and then 3 times negative 6. Combine like terms. We have a negative 12x and a positive 3x. That's a negative 9x minus 18. Okay, so then that one's done. Now, the last one. This one's a little trickier because we have two variables. Process is the same. Don't let it confuse you. So 2x times 3x is 6x squared. Then your outers. 2x times a negative 2y is a negative 4, and then x times y. Then your inners, 3 times 3 is 9. And y times x is the same as x times y because of the commutative property. So it doesn't matter if you write y times x, it can still be combined with this because of the commutative property. However, I like to write them in the same order as I wrote them there. So now my last terms, 3y times negative 2y is a negative 6y squared. Look for like terms to combine. The xy's are like terms, so negative 4 plus 9 is a positive 5. So now that one's finished. The last thing we have to talk about is perimeter and area. We actually talked about perimeter of a square the other day. You know that perimeter is twice the length plus twice the width. In a square, our length and width are actually the same size. So we can make our life a little easier and just say 4 times the length of a side. So the side length they gave us was 4x minus 3. So all I have to do is distribute or multiply. So that's my perimeter. Area, come on, there we go. Area for a square, you could either say length times width, or since the sides are the same, you could say side squared. So that's 4x minus 3 squared. Well, what does it mean to square something? It means to multiply it by itself. So 4x minus 3 times 4x minus 3. And lo and behold, a binomial times a binomial, you should FOIL. So 4 times 4 is 16, x times x is x squared, then 4x times negative 3, then negative 3 times 4x, and negative 3 times negative 3. Combine like terms. So the area equals 16x squared minus 24x plus 9. So what I need you to do now is to replay the video or any part of it if you need to, and then I'd like you to try problems 3, 6, and 10. Okay, so problems 3, 6, and 10, try those on your own, bring them to class tomorrow, and we'll go over any questions you have and do some more practice. And let me know in class if you like this video or the other kinds.